Hello again from South West Norfolk. You know, there is one self-fulfilling prophecy that all voters can take part in. It's the idea that there is no point in voting on Thursday because it won't change anything. And if people don't vote for change in this election, then that prediction will come true. Things will simply stay the same. Because politics is a strange business, isn't it? Can you think of any other line of work where those involved can repeatedly break promises and fail to fulfill commitments, routinely act in ways that don't seem to be in their employers' interests, make a habit of refusing to answer questions, and yet still expect to be employed for another 5 years? In so-called safe seats, which over decades have effectively become tiny one-party states, election after election returns the same party to power, regardless of how well the local MP or the government has performed. People might even make jokes about an animal being able to win the seat as long as it is wearing the right colour rosette. Well, it does not have to be like that, not anymore. It is time for change, and on Thursday you will have a golden opportunity to bring about change. For across this vast constituency are people who are fed up with the established parties and politicians who seem remote, untrustworthy, more loyal to their party than their electorate, and living in a bubble that is different to the world the voters live in. And so people want change. Well, I want change too, and in particular, I'd like to see MPs voting in the interests of their constituents when they vote in Parliament, instead of according to party priorities. For example, how can it be right for an MP representing a major RAF base to vote 3 times against strengthening the military covenant when their party votes en masse that way? Perhaps if Parliament adopted the recall of MPs idea, which UKIP supports, politicians would show much more loyalty and pay much more attention to the voters who elected them. This is an exciting time for UKIP. Across the country, it is attracting rural voters who have previously voted Conservative, ex-Labour supporters in urban areas, and people who have been disillusioned by the major parties. This broad attraction means that UKIP is the only party which can break the 51-year grip the Conservative Party has had on South West Norfolk, not least because the 33% of eligible voters, that's 1 in 3, who did not vote in 2010, pose a real threat to Tory dominance in this election. So voting for me next week is not a wasted vote. It is a vote to bring about the change this constituency needs. Now, I'm not a professional politician or someone who has been parachuted by my party into a safe seat. I have already served my country for 25 years in peacetime and war, and with your help will serve it again, but this time as your representative in Parliament. And I am in a party that recognises MPs should be loyal to their constituents. And what a refreshing change that would be. So please remember, if people don't vote for change, nothing will change. So on Thursday, please take this great opportunity by choosing change by voting for me, Paul Smyth. Thank you.